I thought I'd make this video when I was dry, off the sauce, if you will. Many of you who have seen my videos before, and some of you who have actually subscribed to this shit, most that I like the sauce. So, I'm having a couple of days where I'm drying out, and I thought, this kind of video, I should be dry, right? It's a more nuanced conversation, and I know if I were to be kind of drunk, it wouldn't be nuanced anymore. So the question of the matter is, why do Europeans hate Americans? Well, you can ask the question, do Europeans hate Americans? Yes. So that's the out of the way, but why? I think you gotta understand that we have been exposed to American movies, American TV shows, everything like that. At least I was born in '89. I grew up with American media, television, whatever, films, right? And you could argue that any form of movie making are influenced by the culture, from whatever country they're made. And could argue that some films feel like propaganda, or most not, but you get the feel. You get the feel of growing up with American films, what kind of values you have, right? And there's a lot of talk about freedom, how you love freedom. And also now, lately, you had 2017 till 2021, and then you have 2025 until that fucker dies, Trump. And your country is very unstable now, more than his first term. And it makes a lot of us question your actual values and question. There's the reason I'm talking about this now, I think, is because I've seen a lot of videos where Americans are reacting to Norwegian culture. We Norwegians are one of the happiest people in the world. We have a wonderful government. We are taken care of. There is not that big of a distance between poor and rich. There's a certain equality in this country that at least I appreciate. For us to, I saw video several videos where Americans who have actually moved to, I think, some moved to France or some, and some have moved to Norway. Seen different things, and I remember it was this couple that really started to reevaluate what they have been taught back home in America of freedom. And they said something that really I found interesting, is that I think this couple I'm talking about now actually moved to Norway. And they talked about how Americans see freedom as you have the freedom to go from poor to the 1%. That is your freedom. You have the freedom to own as much land and as whatever as you want. You have a freedom to have as many guns that you want. And this couple then said that Norway have 17th of May, that's our Independence Day. What we do on Independence Day, children from schools have something called Barnetog, Children's Parade. with children, waves the flag. And why children? Well, they're our future, and if our children if our children is happy in this country, that's really what matters, right? They are our future, and that is how we celebrate freedom, with diversity and understanding and celebrating that you are comfortable, you know. And this couple said the same thing about, freedom in Norway isn't having this, having that, it's being comfortable. The freedom to be comfortable. You have what you need and you can relax. That's freedom. I see all these alpha males and all that shit talking about the Rolls Royce and how much money they have. And I think that's the Norwegian in me who just don't give a fuck. I don't find that appealing. That's one of the things I think that Americans have this arrogance about them, that they are the ones who has freedom and no one else. But what's that freedom you're talking about? What is it really? How are your country more free than us? So I guess I'd say that one of the things that we European finds off-putting is that your arrogance, also your ignorance. That, for example, I don't know necessarily the details of your history, but I know enough. I know your fucking war with England, War of Independence, or what do you call it? I don't remember. Red Coats, whatever, all that. And I know about your Civil War, and I know about segregation, I know about slavery, I know about Rosa Parks, and I know about, I know, we're kind of forced to learn about your history through movies and everything. There's a lot of racism that goes around, isn't it? You have a lot of racist history. Anyway, but what do you know about Europe, our history? And I'm not saying that you should know about it, but it's the ignorance you have about where you travel. And that is extra annoying because, we know about your country. And that might not be your fault. But it's often the arrogance you have, the thought that your country is the best in the fucking world, and then you have the complete ignorance for the country that you're in. Yeah, I saw, this fucking annoys me, that several of you have traveled to Mexico. I've been to Mexico in two weeks. Many years now. Many years ago. But several of you have went to Mexico with a Make America Great Again hat. And you get butthurt because people are offended and you talk about freedom of speech. That is what I'm talking about, the entitlement. Not understanding that you're in another country and that offends people. Fucking Logan Paul, how he pranced around and fucked up everything. That little fucker, Jack Den, whatever. That's not, I'm not talking about him traveling, whatever, but the fact that someone could go from zero to that in America, again, it's not appealing for us Norwegians, at least. Oh, he had a sports car and he destroyed it. Oh, he has OnlyFans models. Oh, he has yeah, but look at how much of a dick he is, Also, your president. It's all, and also particularly for us Norwegians, we are very, very different from you, and that's just a cultural thing. That we are. I met some Americans. You are very talkative. You like to talk, And for us Norwegians, we don't like the dark. We don't. Silence is gold for us Norwegians. And when you destroy our silence, it's annoying. Yeah, fuck it, I'm done with this. I'm just done. I'm fucking done. Bye. As I was making this video, I started to realize that there's two different things. We could talk about American culture versus Norwegian culture and European culture in general, how different they are, right? But now it's very difficult to not talk about what's happening in America. And how do we differentiate from the just not that, cultural differences are cultural differences. And I'm saying all this in relation to that somewhat lightheartedly. But it's difficult not to go into the whole Trump thing and how you destroy the fucking world, your own world and everything. And how resentful many Europeans are for you because of that. That's why I sort of just quit. I was like, this is just dumb because it's just a moral, lighthearted. There's a difference between Americans and Europeans. Or was it you're fucked right now and you're destroying everything for us? I guess the thought that something like this could happen in your country is sort of an eye-opener for many of us, at least for me. Especially the second term when he won in 2024. That's just, for me, it was like, no, okay, I'm done. I'm done with you. So I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. And I just stopped the video because I couldn't talk about bye. I guess some of you all are all right. 50% of you or something. I watch a lot of American films. I watch a lot of American YouTubers, which I really like and I enjoy, and many of you are all right. But it's like your president's racism to Mexico and everything. It's like some of you are all right, I guess, but all of you are rapists. So I'm kind of saying the same thing to you. You have become Mexico now. And I would rather have, shithole countries immigrating to Norway than Americans right now. Well, some of you are okay, I guess. Now, bye, for real.